Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Play Slay the Spire. Let's win one, shall we? Hopefully. New daily. Who dis? Scores are good. Heirloom, Big Game Hunter, Night Terrors. Heirloom, I'm going to say it gives us needle in a thread. Get ready. Oh! Well, in many ways, a belt is made with needles and or threads, so I wouldn't say we're wrong. I see a path with 5 elites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elites. That is outrageous. On Big Game Hunter, oh, they're not stronger. There's just more of them. So I've been playing, I mean, you don't need the spiel every time, but I've been playing Ascension in my downtime. None of these units are going to die, so I'm just going to do this. I've been playing Ascension in my downtime, learning what makes a good Ascension deck and what separates a good Ascension deck from a bad Ascension deck. I'm doing a daily first, bring up my confidence, and then we're going to do Ascensions. Bang, 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 bang. What do you take here? Clash. I love it. Clash is basically like taking defense in my world. You know why? Because it means you can play a defend and still have an attack afterwards. Like this. Look at that. Feels good, right? I think, and this might be egregious, outrageous. I hope I'm not speaking in double talk here, but I kind of feel like Clash is like a really good defensive card, as ridiculous as that might sound. Plus, when it's upgraded, even better. What do we like? What do we like? I really feel like you don't need Bandage Up as the Ironclad outside of Ascension in some circumstances. I might take nothing for now. I've become much more resistant to taking cards the more Ascension I've played. And I'm willing to throw a little bit of my HP away only because... I think I'd rather just double strike here. Only because... we have the Ironclad's ability to overheal anyway, but it is a little bit risky. We're getting a little close to the sun. It's okay. 18 damage on a single attack for 0 energy on the first floor. Highly great. Now, the dazes are going to make it impossible to play Clash after this. Most of the time. But we're not, you know, slipping too far below where we'd like our HP to be here. Do one of those. I'm going to draw. My whole game plan was if we can purge a few more dazes from the deck, that might give us the tempo we need to get out ahead of these guys. Always happy to have the upgraded defend. Now we're going to need 2 good attacks or like Clash in an ideal circumstance, but we just had it, so... you know what? We're playing the waiting game. We can't afford to throw too much HP away if we're going to fight 5 elites. We are throwing HP away by slowing our roll, I suppose, but, you know, I didn't consider that. So, I'll have to ask you politely to not mention that again for the sake of my own self-esteem, please. I don't mind. We take 0 damage. Next turn he adds 2 more dazes. We're going to purge. I was going to say at least 2. We're only going to purge 1, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to come out of here, ideally, with 38 HP. 37. Whetstone. You know what? Give me a Reaper. It would be real nice to take none here. Not gonna happen, but still. I'm realizing that my Ascension gameplay might be slightly hurting my non-Ascension gameplay, because I'm like, most of the time, I'm not this scared this early on a run. It is kind of working, though. Like, I mean, I think we're just investing in a risky strategy that could well pay dividends, but... like this guy, you're always, on floor 1, unless you got, like, incredible relics, you're always going to take damage against this idiot here. You're only going to heal for 2 regardless, you don't need to play flex. Molten Egg, Blood Potion, very helpful. We will take a feed as well. Darkstone, not a huge fan, and not a huge fan of this either, but get these dazes out of your deck as soon as possible. This looks very familiar, I'm sure. The good thing about this is that we don't even need flex. We'll heal for like 12 off of a, I I kind of hate this, but we'll heal for 12 off of a Reaper. Now we won't heal for 12. We'll heal for 8, but still. Now we healed for 12 because we actually had flex, and I feel a lot better about the whole situation. This is probably our worst elite, to be fair. We're not killing this guy next turn, so we'll focus on you two turns from now. Yeah, we're highly unlikely to not take any more damage on this fight, even after this attack, but I guess we'll just, hope is a dangerous thing in this game sometimes, as you've noticed from my, like, 8-run losing streak, but if we could get... Ooh, let's be smart here. I think we got you. That's incredible. And just give me flex turn 1. And I'll take a second feed. I think that works really well. 2 Reapers, I think you start to get diminishing returns. I'm just hoping that things work out, I guess. And I think for fun's sake, you definitely take the branch. 41 HP is just... it's so scary. Oh, Lord. I might choose not to fight that 5th elite, but I want the points as well. So, I mean, you can see where my where the conundrum lies for me. Please let me kill you next turn. You will be killed. And I will gain some HP, alright? Well, 3 feeds are made of these. Who am I to take 3 feeds? There you go, see? The song's so nice we sang it twice.
Is it Canadian?
That is a female singer, and she is British.
Wait, we're singing 2 different songs, right?
I don't think so.
I think so.
What were you singing? Yeah, that's... this might be one of those situations... This might be...
That's a 100% male singer. That I listen to.
Her name is Annie Lennox.
Maybe someone did...
That's what
it's the African dude.
That's what I was gonna say. Isn't that? It's the situation where somebody has done a cover. In all likelihood, is my guess. Yeah.
Because I thought Africa came out 2 years ago, but Ryan told me that's not true.
That is not the case. That
it was the remake.
Unless it's 1986.
Year 2. Wait. -2. I'm gonna go get my pamphlet.
Okay, that's a sensible approach, I think. I am going to... Dude, like, on autopilot, we've done pretty well here. I think, at least. I feel like all of our, like, danger associated with this deck, we're not reshuffling, so I'm just gonna, like, maybe we'll draw Exhume later, but I'm waiting for a feed to come around. It's not gonna, but that's okay. All of our, like, danger that we got into early on this deck is totally worth it now. And we've done 5 elites on the first floor, and I'm starting to think that maybe it wasn't a bad idea for us to do this, even though for a while it looked like we were gonna die a terrible death. Now, we do not have a defensive deck. We are going to absolutely take damage. That did change the way we played it, but we're still going to take damage, but we are going to do like 24 damage in turn, which is pretty amazing. And with all these feeds, like, the world's our oyster for the future, I think. That's the way I see it, at least. Put up a little bash here. Whenever we apply bash, or apply vulnerable, we also apply weakness, which is one of the reasons I thought that, you know, Thunderclap seemed like a decent choice, and so far so good. Yeah, if we could work on having perfects in the future, I actually think we could rank well today and get a little bit of our confidence back underneath us. I mean, you could exhume Seeing Red, but that's, you're spending 2 energy to get 2 energy. Doesn't seem like it's a very productive mood. You could exhume Feed, but, like, who cares? So I think really you just... None of these really matter. I guess you could throw the potion and then play feed or strike, but it doesn't matter whether we play feed or strike here, so I'm trying to wait on the feed because there's no doubt we are going to we're gonna kill him. We just like to make sure that we kill him with feed if possible. You know, we're in that weird in-between period where there's basically no risk of us dying, but we've already taken damage, so we might as well take more damage and try to make the one card actually work if it shows up. Because we healed a full regardless. That'll kill you and I can't even play it. Feed, please. Or Exhume. Exhume would be fine. It's getting a little comical, I'm sure, but again, in my head, I'm like, I could just use the potion if things get too dangerous. I'd rather get the max HP for the future. Go ahead. Feed or Exhume, please. Alright. I'm a little scared because he's going to put on some block. We could kill him. I'm going to stall, though. And if I die, it's so deserved. But I'm not gonna. There you go. It worked. Might have been a little infuriating, but it worked. And I think, for now... I mean, a bludgeon that's pre-upgraded is pretty strong. Yo, what the heck you got there? Ketchup potato chips.
Also, D gave us chocolate.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Little bag of ketchup potato chips. I can get down with the ketchup chips. Took a double tap there, by the way. I mean, we should take cursed because we have Darkstone, so we can remove the curses after we get them, and we'll still get the max HP. Not that the max HP is all that important, I guess, but... Okay, so we got 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. 4 seems to be the max. I'm okay with that. We'll hit question marks on the way up. Oh, dude, I'm so happy we were able to get Dead Branch early. What a beautiful card. Ain't no passing craze. Go ahead, hit me for 3. Doesn't bother me. We don't have... Until we get Runic Dodecahedron, I don't care about full HP. That's beautiful. Essence of Steel. Corruption's always an interesting choice, but I think Thunderclap is like... what's the word? Weaken. The one that... Intimidate, that's it. It does 1 weak to all enemies or 2 weak to all enemies. So I'm happy with where we're at. I will get a colorless card. I will get a colorless card. I will get a colorless card. I think that's where I'm going to call it. And I'm not even sure I'm happy with the ones we got. Transform 3 random... get a special relic. You heal more, right? Oh, start each combat with 3 strength. Even better. So we have 5 strength on turn 1. Thanks to Flex. Forethought. Place a card from your hand on the bottom of your draw pile. So we'll put Bash on the bottom of our draw pile. And then we'll... I mean, Flex Feed is just horrible, but we do get something new out of it. Can't make him vulnerable anyway. Good, 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 good. Well, decent, decent, decent. An Exhumed Feed doesn't seem that good, but... You know, hear me out here. What about, like, an Exhume... Double tap feed? We'll get 2 extra cycled cards. Oh, we only get 1 still. I did not expect that. And then we'll put up enough defense to only get hit once. This is fine. I just want to avoid the delicate situation we've previously found ourselves in occasionally in the past here. And there you go. A little bit more max HP. Always feels good. Do we need Spot Weakness? We don't not need it. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but we don't not need it. He's right. My God. So feed. And I'm like, does Exhume feed kill? We won't have the energy for it now, but 25. I think we do it like this. With so many feeds, there's a really good chance we're going to be able to take advantage of them at all times. The harder thing to learn is, should we take advantage of them at all times? And, you know, waiting might not always be the right play depending on the enemies you're going up against. Man, I hate these guys. So, turn 1, Flex, very nice. I really want to double tap Reaper to just heal up to an absurd amount. And then if we play Sentinel, we can play Clash. And that will get a kill. Feed will not get a kill. Sorry, Feed. Maybe next time. That's a good first turn. For this elite fight, I mean, we healed for like 25. I think we can play Panic Button. Taking none this turn. This guy's done. We'll be forced to take damage to this guy next turn if we don't kill him, but like, who cares? That went very well. Extra strength by default. We definitely do not need another Reaper. Remove a card from your deck, upgrade all strikes. I'm greedy. I'll upgrade all strikes and defense. That doesn't bother me. And dude, our HP is doing fine. This is yet another interesting deck. I want to just, you know, toot my own horn and say that we've done something that I consider kind of positive on this one. I hate that that's... Oh, we could have killed him in a better fashion, but we can't gain block for a couple of turns here, so hopefully... I was like, yeah, this turn, please don't attack. You are my hero right now for this. We don't need to play Spot Weakness. I don't know why saying Spot Weakness, it sounds like it's dirty. Like we're playing Spot the Weakness. It's just me, huh? Well, I am weird. Seemed appropriate. With the right draw, he does die this turn, probably. Like, I'm Exhume Feed. Let's hit him with this real quick. 46 damage. Exhume Feed. How are you going to Exhume Feed? It's like literally, it cannot be done. So let's stall for a second. We'll just do something like that. Go ahead. I don't care how much you hit me for, because Reaper allows us to get back. And then that's what I'm looking for right there. Matryoshka. Limit Break will fit in this deck. And I'm loving it so far. Like, we got a good thing going here, I think. I don't know. That might have been very dumb. Pop this. We're going to weaken him, thankfully, but still annoying. We need Bag of Prep to take advantage, and I know I ask for it every single run, but Bag of Prep is so useful at ensuring that we actually get to take advantage of anything that's turn one only, like that extra strength we get from the mutagens. I mean, if you're going to hit me for 18, I'd rather heal for 5 first, I guess. Could have done that. We should do that earlier every time so we get the Dead Branch cycle. Very slow. This is a slow fight. Probably should have spotted weakness first. We have no attacks, though. Spot weakness, limit break. So this turn, we're going to take no damage already. Next turn, we have 10 strength. We should kill him. Yeah, that's not so bad. I mean, our HP's 75, right? What do we care? I think we kind of like a feed in our hand by default. Because we have the extra strength on turn 1, there's a pretty good chance we could use it to just, you know, wipe an enemy right off the bat. And I think making Limit Break making it renewable, making it non-renewable is what we want here. Get rid of Clumsy. Put it on the bottom of the deck. Never want to see it again. I'll hit you with the feed. I'll exhume, and I'll hit you with the feed. Wow, that is just... You don't plan for luck like that. But when it happens, you say thank you. May I have another? What am I doing here? So, I was like, can we make these guys vulnerable in one way or the other? I think we'll just heal again. Exhume, feed. Not in killable range. That's fine. We're out of energy. I didn't save enough energy to use the feed. You fool. You absolute idiot. Anyway, we still used it, just later. Warpaint, Panic Button, and Forethought. Place any number of cards on the bottom. Now that's an interesting thought experiment. I would never upgrade that card by itself, but now I'm like, that's, you got the gears turning. Again, what can I say? I'm basically just getting insanely lucky on the exhaust plays. There's probably an argument to be made to not even play Offering at this point, but... You know, if ifs and nuts were candies and nuts... Wait, if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. That's what I meant to say there. I mean, limit breaking for 1 seems a little whack. Let's go for this. We're basically just trying to get trash out of our hands and cycle it into something better. Then we play an Exhume into a feed, and win. Does it cost? Make it cost 1. It's kind of tempting, so we'll do it. I don't really want to add 2 wounds to my hand. I don't think I can kill you, though. Like, I'm looking for something that would do it, and... I mean, we could Exhume an Offering, but I think we're kind of getting into, like, silly territory. I'd rather just wait and see if we draw a feed, which we did. So, you know, no harm, no foul, I suppose. I think we're totally fine. The more Thunderclaps, the merrier. It would be nice to rest up big time here, but we will or we won't. And, of course, that's you always, absolutely, unless you're an idiot, which... I've exhibited the symptoms of from time to time. You're going to want to make sure that you pop that Flex as your first card. I'm going to be a little bit controversial and not play Offering. And maybe we won't have to rest before our boss fight. See, that was a little dicey, but... We may end up playing Offering... The idea is... Oh, we didn't play it, so it didn't disappear. That makes sense. Just trying to get to it here. We're not going to do so. We only have to do 15 damage next turn. It's very likely. 12 damage, actually. I think we should still rest, just to be sure. But we are at 131 HP. Probably should have taken Sentinel. Alright. Ideally, take no damage. It's a little scary. I'm going to go Metallicize, even though I think it's actually the weakest. It's also the one that has the absolute lowest downside. So, with Barricade, I'm not saying we're going to take no damage. All I'm saying is there's a chance. Gaining 40 block on this turn is probably worth it. So we would want to Exhume a feed here. We probably don't want to Exhume a Panic Button. I think. Oh, we should have double tapped it. Well, you need to play something like that, and it doesn't really matter what you play next. So we're taking no damage this turn. Next turn we'll have a little block left over, 23. It's not bad. All we got to do is kill a couple of these guys, and we're kind of set here. So we will Limit Break. Well, sure, we'll start with a Limit Break. I think we'll Offering after that. That damage doesn't count. I would love to Demon Form. But I gotta think. You know what? I'm gonna Forethought Demon Form so it's free when it comes out, even though it's slower. Then you will apply 2. This is 2 weak, 1 vulnerable. This is 2 vulnerable, 1 weak. I think I'd rather do that. So we're very, very well equipped here. And we can gain block again, which is a nice change of pace. No need to spot weakness. Thunderclap's great. Immolate. It sucks because it makes Clash worse, but Clash is no longer, like, the most critical enabler in this deck. I don't know what is at this point. But, you know, Clash is no longer, like, the most critical enabler in this deck. I don't know what is at this point. But, you know, Clash is no longer, like, the most critical enabler in this deck. I don't know what is at this point. But, you know, Clash is no longer, like, the most critical enabler in this deck. I don't know what is at this point. But, you know, Clash is no longer, like, the most critical enabler in this deck. I don't know what is at this point. But, you know, Clash is no longer, like, the most critical enabler in this deck. I don't know what is at this point. But, you know, Clash is no longer, like, the most critical enabler in this deck. I don't know what is at this point. But, you know, Clash is no longer, like, the most critical enabler in this deck. I don't know what is at this point. But, you know, Clash is no longer, like, the most critical enabler in this deck. I don't know what is at this point. But, you know, Clash is no longer, like, the most critical enabler in this deck. I don't know what is at this point. But, you know, Clash is no longer, like, the most feed, I suppose. Even against a boss, perhaps. Okay, something like that. Something like that. And I will... Basically, I just want to do damage to you, because I think the more damage we do to you now, the less block we're going to have to make later. But we still have a bunch left over, so what am I complaining about? Just like a couple of good attacks, and this guy is completely toast. He's about to summon some new individuals. I think this is a good time for like a... He's not attacking you, fool. Not that it matters, but still. Great encounter. Great fight. If you're going through memes, keep memeing. That's what I've always said. And there's no greater meme than what we got going on right here. Maximum curses. Maximum feeds. So we got 2. This would be 3. We can get 4 easily. Yeah, I think that's how we have to do it. And we can hit a shop early and remove at least normality, which is the most deleterious of all the curses. We won't kill you with 2 feeds. I really was tempted. Even with the vulnerability, I should say, but... I mean, you gotta hate this. Real pain in the butt. We lost 19 HP already. I'd rather not. Let's forethought that out of here. Now that I think about it, though, do I have... Oh, I gotcha. No problems. I don't think we need any of these. So this is an important step. Absolutely, we will remove normality, the worst of all curses. Pain is also really bad. Toolbox is fine, but Magic Flower is... And so is that, and so is that. But Magic Flower is extremely good as the Ironclad. I think it might be the only character that it can show up as. Is that an expression? It makes sense. Clash Feed. We can kill one with Clash Feed. Love you too. At the restaurant. Okay, at 9:15. I will be there. Love you. Okay. We'd like Reaper on the bottom, I think, here. And we just play our cards. It's easy enough. We are going to take a hit. We'd like to weaken this guy because he's doing more damage and in a more annoying fashion. But hopefully we can get him on a turn where none of them are blocking. Like this one. Oh, we have intangibility this turn. So, we need... And this is annoying. Don't get me wrong. We need them all to die if feed is going to work. And it's not going to happen, I think. We'll use it anyway. Because it could come up later. We can get an exhume. We might as well play it. But on these guys, feed is really bad. Or annoying, at least. I was like, why fight the situation there? Just exhume immediately. I'm going to take a bludgeon. I think we could use a little top-end damage. Crazy little top-end damage. I took it. Flex. Very good stuff. Limit break. Lovely. We'll play a defend because I don't like these guys that much. And I immediately regret that decision. But we continue to feed. We might get to like 175 HP, which is just hilarious. Man, this guy is so resistant to vulnerability. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter if we have pure damage. I'll take another flex. The elite fights are going to start. I don't feel like we're too hard countered by any particular elite. These are minion enemies, so... Yeah, maybe if you pop the flex, you could have killed them. This is my own foolish nature yet again, but... If you get good attacks, you use it on the Reptomancer. I'm sorry. If that makes me wrong, I don't want to be right. Now this guy, he's really no problem. I gotta look and see, like... I think a double tap Reaper is the right call just to get us back to max HP. And then we just crush him, and then the Reptomancer's gonna be like, what the heck, dude? Those are my boys. And I'm gonna be like, you know what? Your boys stink. I know it's going to make it hard to get feed here, but at some point you have to, like, just look at the run and be like, does it matter if we can't get feed? It doesn't not matter, but, like, simultaneously, I'm just getting back to full HP, but simultaneously, like, we have 157 HP, and we can pretty much rise and fall at will. $18 and 30. Okay, here's the thing. It's a bit weak, but it guarantees the feed at the cost of a potion, but we got a potion back anyway. We might be a little too deep in clashes right now, but if the turns work out properly, that's actually totally fine. Turn 1's not going to be so great for us here. We only did 130 damage. The real problem with this deck right now, and it's not much, but the real problem is that it does lack, I don't know why I even play it at this point. It does lack the ability to guarantee a perfect on the boss fight. And if that's a major problem, so be it, I guess. Can't become weak anymore. As soon as I clicked on Impervious, I was like, don't do that. This is the flex that starts in hand, I think, so will upgrade that by default. So the bosses could do damage to us, and especially like Dona, Dekka, they come out right off the bat, so I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, 100 damage turn 1. We healed up to almost full. We have intangibility on this turn. Get out of my hand, please. Thank you. Little weak on turn 2, but we only take 1. This will Offering first. Yeah, basically, like, play it all. Definitely play that first, though. That's highly good. I still can't play Clash. But that was highly good. You can't weaken me, so you're really just wasting your time right now. Yes. Yes. And, yes. Well, that's a bit of a weak turn. And I've been saying that a lot recently, which is, you know, should be food for thought. Good, no more curses. We'll start with Limit Break. And this is where I think you start to look at this and you go, we're going to do a lot of damage. Are we going to be able to kill with the feed? I wouldn't anticipate it. But I wouldn't be so surprised. I invested a lot to make that happen, but I think it was worth it. Again, I think we can roll a barricade in this deck. I know we got it from the power potion earlier, but I think we can make it tick. We got 2 elites. We have to get 2 elites, we're likely to want to go through a shop. So we can remove 1 more curse, probably Pain, which is the most annoying of all the curses. And, dude, I've just now realized, holy crap, this whole time, we've been fighting elites. It's going relatively well, I would say. It's only going to hit for 1, so I don't feel the need to play a Reaper here. Oh, I guess it would hit for 5 because of the boot, I guess. But does boot override intangibility? Almost certainly not. No. The other way. Yeah, like that. Because on a turn in which we're intangible, of course we want to roll over block with Barricade. It's a good, it's a match made in heaven. Really, I just want to, like, ruin this guy's life, so that's a pretty good one. That helps. Hello, Tomo. At this point, I guess you might as well. Hello, my son. Hello, my Tomo friend. Man, this is a long-ish daily. We've had much longer. This daily is not as short as I anticipated it would be, given how strong we are right now. We have a 171 max HP. We have more HP than most of the enemies we go up against. Well, we don't need to play a second barricade. What we should have done... No, he's on intangible. We don't need to... All we need to do is put up block. Just to get it through my thick skull. We're not killing him. You might have... If you get, it does override it. Oh my lord. That's incredible. Like, the boot overrides intangibility, I should say. I guess it does say, whenever... Yeah, it's actually extremely good. Limit break, you know, to accelerate the speed of our strength upgrades, absolutely. Getting rid of pain feels right here. Apotheosis, if I could add it, I might consider it, but dude, feel no pain. We do exhaust enough cards to make that probably worthwhile. Let's hit some question marks, shall we? Give me 2 potions. It's like the first time we've ever had a full potion belt. Now this guy, pain in the butt. So we get block every time we exhaust the card. Wouldn't we rather? We'd probably rather do that. We're going to exhaust like a lot of cards on the regular. Hopefully we can still gain... No, you can't gain block from cards. What if we exhaust? We can gain block. Well, I'm not complaining. Can live with that. I don't know what our score is going to be, but I feel like we've done fun things on this deck. And that's basically what my entire methodology is for the present moment. Like, I'm just trying to get this out of my hand so that I can at least play the freaking... Okay, I'll tell you what. It worked out in the end. I'm trying to run like a meme build here, and it's working pretty well. Might be a little bit low on HP. I don't know. We're not low on HP. We have 113 HP. How could we be low on HP? It doesn't make any scientific sense. Yeah, we're at 1/3 of or sorry, 2/3 of where we'd like to be. We'd like to be at maximum, but you know, if you can make it happen, you can make it happen. If you can't, you can't. We don't need any of these at this point. Impervious, maybe. I guess we'd be happy to add 30 block under almost any circumstances at this point, but... Oh, this is incredible. What? It never ends. Well, certainly we want to bludgeon. But we're also... the feed is not going to get a kill. So let's limit break. Go up to 32 strength. Now we can feed. Not that we need to, but we might as well, right? It's so close. You know what? Probably way better served to use that on the boss, but come on. How can you say no to that exact situation right there? That felt great. We also just healed for 3,000, and, well, that'll work. So I think we will go here and remove a curse from our deck, which hopefully is not affecting our score. And then we still have 3 potions to pop on the boss fight, and we might as well do so immediately. I was really not expecting to draw the curse on turn 1, and that's perhaps my own ignorance on display. Man, I was hoping to see a block so I could get a perfect. My bad. No bag of prep the whole run. Dude, we got so many relics, though. Like, I'm not actually mad about where we're at on this run. I'm actually thrilled. In the end, I think we had much like our last win, which was like 3 dailies ago or something. It's just a very, very fun daily. Is this next 2 attacks? I don't think so. Maybe we didn't play it in exactly the right way to metagame a good score, and I'm not insulting anybody who does. I left that pause way too long. I'm not insulting anybody who does, sincerely. But we had fun on today's daily. I guess, to be fair, I shouldn't talk about it as if it's like a guaranteed win. But it does look real good. Ooh, can I get you? I mean, it doesn't really matter if we feed, I guess. We'd rather pull like an offering. But then I have to get rid of all the other Yeah, you get the idea. It hit a strike. Please just stop this. Okay, now we're going to have a bunch of clashes. So that's kind of like a dream come true. We could have killed you with feed. Who cares? Still doing great work. And somehow we put up 44 block there, just angrily playing all of our attacks. Yes, yes. Deal 23 damage for each exhausted card. Oh, that'll get you. That'll get you good. Fun daily. I'm thinking we're like 1,050. That's our score. 1050. 1150. Okay. Not going to be up there on the leaderboards, but a fun time nonetheless. Now we got confidence back, and we can go back to Ascension mode. Hopefully feeling like we got a chance here. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, it's still a pretty good score, even though it's early. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It's a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!